Hello there everyone, welcome back, good to see you all. Hope you all had a very pleasant weekend. It's Monday again, so everyone's favourite day, of course. Hope you're all doing well. Unleashed X was waiting for 40 minutes, supposedly. And then Xmas Pug, good to see you. May 4th, I expect to see everyone with lightsabers, even the mouse droids. They have, instead of wheels, they have like lightsaber stumps. And just like they're like a walker instead of an actual like wheeled thing. That would be interesting. I do have a lightsaber though, so I will not let you down. That's a promise. Right, is anyone actually online? Not really. Not really. So we'll just jump straight into it, I think. Straight to GA, the fave. My favourite mode. Star Killer Base. It's an even better idea. Thank you. I know. I mean, they could have like a hand coming out of like the top of them. You could have a hand that holds the lightsaber so they can wheel around and like, you know, just swing completely randomly at everyone. So that's another option. But there we go. GN, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. How's the examination going so far? Any update on that since last week? Okay, lots of very high leveled people on the other team. Few on my team, but not so much. So this will be interesting. Nightbot out in full force as well. Love that. Alright. Let's do this.
Meantime, now's our only chance to break free anyone the order took prisoner. Do what damage we can along the way. Blow the fuel supply and that turbo laser first. And move fast, because there's a whole planet worth of troopers here.
Can I get the AI fighter? No, I probably can't. That would be cool though. Oh, that was close. I'm shooting way too close to it. Ugh. Timing's not good so far. It's kind of weird to think that May 4th is so close though now. You know? This time 2 weeks ago I was like, oh my god, it's May 4th in 4 weeks and look, oh we traded, wow, okay. And now it's like, look at us now. You know, we're 2 weeks away. 2 weeks tomorrow, so yeah, it'll be an interesting one. I think in 2 weeks time on like this time 2 weeks, so the day before May 4th, I'll probably do like some kind of discussion stream of sorts. So instead of, oh god. So instead of it just being like a Battlefront 2 stream or Squadrons or whatever, instead of just being a usual thing, I will probably do a discussion of sorts. Might try and get a few people on as well, and we can just talk about what we want to see from May 4th and go through a range of topics. I think that'll be interesting. Ow. First practical day today, everything goes as planned so far. Well, that is good news. How many practical days did you say you had as well? I know you had a couple, don't you? Oh. There's one. Oh, no. Oh, he still had quite a lot of health as well. Love that. Unless it was going down by the time I shot him like that guy. I don't know. It's a tricky one. Oh, you way. I hit him as well, I think. At least I fired a shot on my end. Maybe it didn't actually do anything. Either way though, you know, May 4th's 2 weeks away. It's painfully quiet at the moment. Yeah, I feel like it's a really difficult time, to be honest, for Star Wars YouTube. Like, Star Wars in general, probably loving it, almost, or at least getting close to that happy moment, because Bad Batch is only a few weeks away. You know, episode reviews for Bad Batch will be coming out, and Easter egg videos and all that kind of stuff, so plenty to be excited about for those people who do those kind of videos. But just me being a gamer is just really tough at the moment. Bird Chips, could see. Wasn't there a rumor that said something will happen on April 20th? Yeah, there was. I was actually looking at all the rumors that we've had thus far. The first one, which was 96 days ago now, which is crazy to think. Yeah, I'll get it up because I actually DM'd the guy. He never got back to me, but with most of the leaks, I actually DM'd them to basically just be like, you know, can you add to this, like, to help your case in terms of, you know, reliability. So he didn't get back to me, but yeah, 92 days ago, sorry. But yeah, it says it's still, so the rumor that was 92 days ago said it's still very early into development as most of the teams working on Battlefield 6. Should expect an announcement sometime in the coming month. Don't expect a full trailer. Scheduled for Q4 2023 release. We'll take advantage of the new consoles, SSDs obviously. And then, oh, you got in my way, Sonny Jim. Don't appreciate it. And game is positioned to take a new direction for the series that will distinguish itself from the last two installments. Set a reminder on Reddit here for the 20th of April. So yeah, that's obviously tomorrow. So I'm going to keep my eye on it. On that post, I actually did set a reminder as well, because even though it could be an absolute joke and nothing and all that, you know, it's like it's a massive what if situation, so we'll see. That was 92 days ago, and it is now the day in which the guy said to set a reminder. Pretty much 3 months since he said this, which is interesting. Actually, it is 3 full months today, really, because well, actually no, it's not quite, because February had a short month. So okay, 4 days, but Thursday's only 2 hours. Nice. So plans to be done before Wednesday 12 PM, so I can test my installation and fix possible mistakes if there are any. Okay, yeah, that would be really good actually. It's always nice to have some extra time to be able to do those things. Night Sensei, good to see you as well though. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Sammy boy as well, good to see you. Good greetings, everybody. Yeah, so if there is anything about this rumor that does happen tomorrow, I'll cover it at some point. Whether I'll have time to tomorrow, if anything happens earlier in the day, I need it to happen. If anything does happen, I need it to happen early afternoon at the latest, because I have cricket training at 6. So if it comes out at like 5, then I'm not really going to have time to be able to put anything together. So yeah, there we go. Doing well. Last week I got a new game. Oh, nice. You got the Avengers game. It's awesome. Very nice. I'm in a bit of a predicament with the Avengers one, to be honest. I want to get it, but I just don't feel like I'd be that invested into it at the moment. I kind of want to leave it a year or so, see if it continues to get support for like years to come, and see what they do to add it all into just a bigger and better game, to be honest. Because I think in terms of the end game, like when you if you know, you know. In terms of the overall end game with that game, I'm pretty sure it's just redo missions, and I don't want to be that person to just redo missions to get better gear, to keep doing those missions but a bit easier. You know, that's not fun for me. So we'll see. We'll see. Sorry if I missed any streams. I've not had a phone. That's all good. I don't think I've actually streamed since Wednesday. I don't know. It's been a while though, because wait, did I stream on Saturday? No, I didn't, because I had cricket and then I was tired. Wait, did I? Oh, that was 9 days. No. Oh, wait, no, it'll be this one, sorry. 5 days ago, so... Wednesday, I think. That should, I mean, it should say, it was either Wednesday or Thursday. I just want to see. I mean, I don't really care. It was one of those days anyway. We won't worry about it. Bad Batch starts May 4th, right? Yes, that is correct. So we have a 70-minute long episode on May 4th, and then, so that's on the Tuesday. On the Friday, we'll then have another episode, which I imagine at that point will probably only be like 20 minutes, because it's an animation, so probably going to be shorter. And then it'll be every Friday after that, basically. So pretty much how Mando Season 1 started, actually. The first episode was on Tuesday, and then it was Friday, a couple days after, and then it was every Friday after that. So we'll see. All I want is a logo reel. Yeah, I feel that, Bird Chips. I just want confirmation that it's happening. Like, I do believe that it will. Whether it is currently, I don't know. Like, I think it very easily could be happening right now. Like, there could very well be a small team like working on it. But yeah, it's really hard to say whether. I mean, I can't go and be like, oh, hey, I reckon it's happening, and then everyone will be like, yeah, it's happening. It doesn't work like that. I've got no proof that it's happening, so it would be nice to actually just see some kind of acknowledgement from someone to be like, it's happening. And it needs to happen soon. Like, a reveal needs to happen sooner rather than later. They can't wait 2-3 years to reveal it. I mean, they can. Very, very easily they can. But I just don't think it's a smart idea to do so. I've explained why many times. Jesus Christ, this is a dead lobby. 10 people either side. Not doing it. Yeah, I mean, I've explained why many times, and I'll try and do it briefly now, but Battlefront 2 ended on, like, its last update, I think, was the 28th of April, so 2 days before my birthday. Rip. Yeah, it was a sad day. So, yeah, I mean, when the Celebration Edition launched, the developers would have known that the game was ending. Around that time, they would have known. December 2019 to January 2020, the player base doubled in size. The game ended in late April, which was a massive rip. The game came to PS Plus in July, I think. June or July, one of those two. And it, no doubt, added several million players on PlayStation. EA Play came to Xbox Game Pass. So for Xbox and PC, that would have added a number of new players. It came to Steam as well, with EA and Valve partnering up for EA games to go onto Steam. Epic Games Store added... Oh wow, it's Yavin 4. It's the same map I was just in. Brilliant. Well, it's filling up now anyway, so that's good. Yeah, Epic Games Store added 19 million new players. And just... overall, outside of these events of things happening, people would have been buying the game anyway. So we have a lot of very casual fans of the game here at the moment. A lot of people who probably never really set foot in a Battlefront game before and saw it as free or something and thought, actually, yeah, I'll try it out. Enjoyed it, but, in 2-3 years time, are they going to be massively bothered about a third game? Like, I don't know. Like, right now, all the attention, I mean, the last few months, the attention has been on Battlefront 2. So why not get attention onto Battlefront 3 as soon as possible? Because all of these very casual fans who might not play Battlefront for too long, they'll see this announcement of a third game, and then they'll be like, oh, okay, that's really cool. And then they'll want to stick playing Battlefront 2 for longer, and then they'll be more inclined to get Battlefront 3 when that releases. I mean, considering they play Battlefront 2 anyway, like around now, if they didn't play it from now until like 3 years time, and then Battlefront 3 gets announced, then it's like at that point, I mean, they could easily just be like, oh hey, I played that a couple of years ago, third game's coming out, might have to check it out. But I don't know, it's one of those things. I think they should essentially announce it and just very slowly, like just very slowly, just maybe release a few details here and there, you know, kind of like what Ubisoft will probably do. They announced the game back in January. The game won't come out until 2024 at the earliest, probably, so yeah, it's one of those things really where I think the sooner the better, honestly. And I think now, whilst they have such a big audience, now is the perfect time to do it. But we'll see. I mean, if EA bring out a game later this year, then, you know, will the Battlefront 3 announcement overshadow this smaller game? Like, I mean, probably not, but who knows? That's understandable, but this summer the Black Panther DLC is coming out, so I thought I'd get it now. If I can get some experience in the game, I like it so far. I've got 26 hours into it at the moment, and I enjoy it. But I got it off a site for 30 euros instead of 60 on Steam, so that's chill. Nice. I mean, yeah, if you can get it for sale, like on sale, that's awesome. And I'll probably when I get the game, I'll probably try and time it around a sale as well. But yeah, it's just not going to be for a while. Oh yeah, I'm getting punched. Yeah. He resisted. Tom and Frostbite, good to see you guys. Hope you're doing well. I found Battlefront 2 sensitivity is high. Isn't high enough for you? Fair enough. What is? Have you turned it like all the way up, or are you just like the sensitivity that you were using? That's not high enough. Or oh no. There is no chaos that is harmony. I always found Obi-Wan like speaking like the Jedi code and all that stuff. I always found that really bizarre because I don't feel like that's something he ever does. It just, yeah, it seems like such a weird thing. I don't know why. I mean, maybe I've just completely missed something somewhere in Clone Wars, but it's just, yeah, I mean, it's cool, but it's very odd, like just random for me. Let's just get that health before he mind tricks me, which he'll probably do in a minute. Oh, it's at 100 and I want more. Jesus Christ, fair enough. Whatever floats your boat, my dude. Oh, absolutely smashing him. Oh, he got destroyed. Let's go. Love it. Nice. Ow. Tuscan, good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. It's going to be epic. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Emperor Boba as well. It's a pleasure to see you as well. He got sniped, maybe. Oh, Vanguard. Oh, yeah, it's Vanguard. Okay. I thought he died or something, to be honest. Ow. Oh, I'm actually stuck. Oh, that's painful. F1 was insane. I haven't watched the race, and I won't, to be honest. I would have loved to yesterday, but I've seen so many videos about it. I've watched the highlights. I've watched the radio highlights. It's just like, I don't need to. It seemed like a really good race, though. God damn. It seemed like a good race. So now that we've got a few more people here, looking at the question for the stream title, what do you guys want to see from May 4th? What do you want to see? What are you expecting to see, like realistically and stuff like that? Or even not just necessarily May 4th, but like all the game announcements and game shows. Like, you know, do you think we'll see any new announcements from Lucasfilm? What do you think we'll see from EA, if anything? Like, what do you see happening? Use the Force. Nice. Sorry, Dick Ram. Ow, okay. It was intense, in my opinion, make the start straight a little wider. I mean, maybe they could, but yes, but the thing is, from what I saw, like, obviously it was wet a lot of the time, so you kind of have to race on that dry line, because otherwise, you know, if you hit that water, like, you're gonna, you know, I mean, we saw it happen. We saw someone go into some water, like, on one tire, and he spun out. I mean, Russell going on the grass was, you know, that wasn't necessarily because it was water, but, you know, it was crazy nonetheless. It was good that he actually, like, apologized to Bottas, though, in that statement, because he got proper ragey at Bottas, and I was just, I've watched that video several times now, and it's just like, well, you did have, like, he had room to move, and oh no, I've done that at the wrong time. Yeah, he had room, and he went on the grass, so it was his own fault. 41st Gree, good to see you, hope you well. Maybe a smaller game of some sort. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, we've had it rumored before that EA's working on a small scale shooter, so if that's true, then I imagine we'll probably get that announced at some point. Like, it won't get announced at EA Play, it'll be like Squadrons, where it'll get announced shortly before, and then they'll have like a massive gameplay trailer and everything. At EA Play at that point, it'll follow a similar suit to that. Tom said he would like a Battlefront 3 announcement. Realistically, I hope a new style theme from EA is released. Or, okay, and instead of release, I guess you mean announcement, yeah. Yeah, no, that's totally fair. What do I think of Magna Guards? I love Magna Guards. I think they're really cool. Would have loved them as a reinforcement on this game, but maybe a future one. Who knows? Kind of want a small-scale to mid-scale shooter game like Rainbow Six or COD. Yeah, I'd love that as well. That's what the small-scale shooter is rumored to be, like a tactical shooter like Rainbow Six. So, oh Jesus Christ. So yeah, if that's true, then yeah, that would be amazing. Like, I've wanted a game like Rainbow Six but Star Wars for a long time. I made a whole video about it, like saying that I'd love it in the prequel trilogy. I'd love it set in the prequel trilogy, like ARC Troopers, Clone Commandos, and everything like that, all against Commando droids and IG Assassin droids, and oh, it'd be amazing. It's rumored to be Inferno Squad, like just like it's basically Inferno Squad against against Rebellion Special Forces, but we'll see. I mean, we don't even know if it's actually legit. It could very well be, but I think we're in for a big summer. Battlefront 2 Strike has its own game. Emperor says, yeah, similar to Strike, but with lots more maps. And some agrees. See, that's the thing. Like, Strike, I genuinely think Strike's an underrated mode. I don't play it that much, but when I do play it, it's so much fun. And to be honest, yeah, Strike would work perfectly. Like, there's, oh, well. Chicken wing, lag 'em below. Oh, God, I love that emote. It's so good. Where was I? Yeah, so, I mean, Strike's perfect. It's an extraction mode, or it's blow up 2 objectives. Rainbow Six, you have a hostage mode, so extraction, and 2 bomb sites, but you only have to blow up 1 of them. It's the perfect tactical shooter setting. It's just in Battlefront, obviously, it was 8v8, like Blast. You could easily make it into a tactical shooter, just small scale, more close quarters combat style. That would be really cool. Yeah, it could absolutely work, and I think it's a game that has a lot of potential. Like, keep those same modes, just add more maps, new characters, cosmetics, you know, all that good stuff. You know, that would be amazing. Hey, Sage, Strike is an underrated masterpiece. It is. Get that trending on Twitter. It'd be amazing. It is. It really is, though. Like, I think in the summer last year, when I went on a holiday, I think it was for when I went on holiday, I made a whole just a video of me playing Strike and was like, this is an underrated mode. What a... I still remember doing the thumbnail for that one. It's really good, though. Like, again, I don't play it that much, but when I do, it's so much fun. It's always a joy. Egg King, you're not moving. Hello, can't stay here. Just came to say hello and drop a like. Appreciate it, Peony. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever it is you're up to. And I hope you had a good weekend, my friend. Oh, get him. No way. Oh. Aim, thank you. Imagine if I didn't get that guy in the end and he just like just rolled away. That would have been painful. Hoo-wee. Someone's there. Nope. They were. Oh my lord. Okay. Oh, they got pulled down. Oh, that's on. Okay. Pain. Oh. Aiden. Yeah, why not? Lots of people, secondary fire, big explosions. Would be lovely. In terms of new things from EA, though, yeah, I definitely think we could see a small-scale shooter this year, as per rumors. I'm not going to go into anything with like massive expectations about seeing it, but I think it's absolutely a possibility. Oh, that's Yado. Oh, no way. I'm going to get in here, surely. Yeah, boys. Lovely. Damn it. Ow. Come on. Oh, Vader's choking. Okay. Get in here, boys. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Morganator, good to see you. It's going very well, thank you very much. How about yourself? Right, are you gonna...
Vader is coming.
Oh, Vader is coming. We did it. What a push. What a play.
Operation complete.
I burnt my mouth on a hot potato. That's not good. Burning like my tongue especially is horrible. I do not like it. If small scale shooter comes out, I'd hope to have support for a year or two. See, yeah, that's my thought process. If they actually release a small scale shooter, like essentially the size of Squadrons, you know, where you've got a couple modes, you've got a campaign that's relatively short. I mean, Squadron's campaign was like 14 missions in the end, I think, which fine by me. I mean, they all took me like 15-20 minutes each because I sat through the dialogue, spoke to everyone I could, and yeah, I mean 20 to 30 minute missions, 14 of them. Like, I was pretty happy with that, to be honest. Especially for a game that was Starfighter, like multiplayer orientated, I thought it was alright. So yeah, like loads of customization, couple modes, you know, few focused fighters, you know, really do that in. I thought Squadrons, like the scale of it was obviously a small game, but it was really good for what it was. And I think they could easily do that for a small scale shooter as well. The thing with Squadrons, though, obviously, because it's such a niche game, it doesn't have the target audience that, you know, an FPS would have. And we've not seen a Star Wars game like Squadrons for a very long time as well. So it's a big, you know, it was a big risk. And that's why, I think that's why they didn't give any post-launch content plans originally anyway. Welcome back, Emperor Boba. so like because it was such a niche game and you know, they weren't really too sure what was going to happen. It's like they don't really want to focus too many resources post-launch. Thankfully, there was enough demand that we did get a bit of post-launch content, which was really good. But considering an FPS would actually have a massive target audience, like it's arguably one of the biggest genres in gaming. I mean, it is. I would hope that they'd at least have plans for, you know, plans for at least a year. I mean, I would hope for a lot longer than that. Damn it. Yeah, I'd love to have it longer than that because we've seen Rainbow Six is into year 6, For Honor's into year 5, Overwatch was getting content for a while. I don't think it really is now. Could be wrong, but I don't think there's any major updates for that anymore. But it got major updates for a while. You know, we've seen games get content updates for a very long time, and all of these can be used as evidence to support that this can happen with anything. You know, it can easily happen with the Star Wars game. So I want to see that with this. I want to see a small-scale shooter. Like, I've spoken to Sage about it quite a few times, but start it small and build up from that. Like Rainbow Six, I mean, it had like 20 operators at launch, which is pretty crazy, but you know, it had a few maps, a couple modes, and you know, a bunch of different playable characters. And then so do that with this. Like, have Inferno Squad and, you know, hopefully some other yeah, have Inferno Squad and hopefully some other Imperial forces of some kind, and have a bunch of Alliance Special Forces troopers, you know. If you do that, then you're golden, really. Start off with like 8 per side, because it's sort of like, it's not going to be like attackers defenders, it'll be Rebellion versus the Empire. So have like 8 per side, and oh bother. He really latched onto me. Yeah, so have like 8 soldiers, 8 playable characters per side. Have like 5 different maps at launch, minimum. And then have 2 modes. And to be honest, like, I think, you know, that's small, but that's what you're gonna get from a small scale shooter. Maybe have some more maps, but I just think 8 characters per side at launch with a bunch of different customization options, in-depth progression system that actually, you know, that brings really solid replayability. And I think you'll be set for some time. Like, you can then leave it a bit. You obviously wouldn't like leave it, but you know, you've then got a really nice buffer to then be able to bring in content plans and stuff like that. Add new playable heroes, whether that's actual iconic characters. I mean, even in a game like that, you'd have the potential to bring in people like Han and Lando and other people. You wouldn't have to, but it's a possibility. I really can't see him, goddamn. But, you know, you have so much potential for that. Because, you know, the Empire was vast. You're not just going to have... Inferno Squad's not going to be the only Special Forces unit. We know, you know, we know about Scar Squad as well. So have Scar Squad, have Inferno Squad as well. Like, it's entirely possible. We'll just have to wait and see. I think a small-scale strike-sized game, maybe Clone Wars era only or something. I see, that's the thing. I would hope for Clone Wars era only personally, because we've seen the original trilogy in every game so far from EA, and even Star Wars Hunters is gonna be in that Galactic Civil War period. Like, yes, it's taking place after Episode 6, but it's still like, I still class it as the Galactic Civil War period. So, you know, we've not really had any Clone Wars focused games, and we've not really had any sequel focused games either. So it would just be nice to be able to have something that focuses on the Clone Wars. Wow, he actually did it. Fair enough. Yeah, so it'd be nice to actually have something that's Clone Wars focused. I think realistically though, like it's gonna be, what's it? It'll probably be the original trilogy, like Galactic Civil War time period. We'll see. How tall are you? I'm 5'11". I always think that. My dad's 5'11", I'm pretty much the same height, so yeah. There we go. I'm 5'11".
Commander Skywalker is here to aid us.
Also, Emperor Boba, I'm pretty sure 5'12" is just 6 foot. Short boy. How tall are you, Sage? 6'2", maybe? You look taller? It's because I'm skinny. I'm quite lanky. So like, I'm thin and tall. I say that in quotes because I'm not like massive, you know, I'm not really tall. But yeah, 6'5". You what? Jesus wept. Bloody mountains. Oh god. I feel like if I didn't know that and I met you for the first time, I'd actually swear and be like, what on earth? I was not expecting this. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, 5'12" doesn't exist. I mean, technically it does, but it's 6 foot. So, yeah. Oh my lordy. I'm a tall boy. Yeah. 5'11" is close enough to 6 foot. Yeah, pretty much. I'd say so. Frostbite's 5'7". Not too... It's not too small. Oh, god damn it. I mean... I know plenty of people who are like 5'4". My girlfriend's 5'4". My mum's 5'4". So... Summer Boy is 5'9" and he's 14. Probably, I reckon you'll probably end up being around 6'2", 6'3". I don't know. Oh my god. God, this BB-9E is like... I don't even know if it's the same one. It must be. He's an absolute sweat. I don't know my height. Let's say I'm tall. Okay. We can say that. Should have kept it a secret. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll forget, but I don't know. I feel like when I see you, it'll be like, oh yeah, he's massive. Oh wait, I'm ah, okay. Come on. Oh, did I actually hit him? It's hard to tell. I thought I hit him, but maybe I didn't. Boom. That's done. Okay, that actually went through. I'll take it, just there's no one here to actually hit. That is sadness. I love how there's like a trail around, like... Yeah, normally it's footsteps, but he's just leaving in like a massive trail. That's brilliant. Oh, yes, he's gone.
Vader has come. Beware.
Oh no. One of your friends is 5'1", Jesus. That is small. Oh god. That's kind of funny. ISB in Strike is OP. I can see that. I mean, a lot of reinforcements would be very good in Strike, really. I feel like Strike and Blast would just... They feel like they were really built with, yeah, they felt like they were really built with, reinforcements in mind. I mean, like, Blast is just team deathmatch. You can't really think about it too much, but... Yeah. Oh, it's that Star Wars Hunters character. Wait, he did the death screen. What? Your brother's 4'7", but wait, how old's your brother though? You never noticed that BB trail? That was amazing, I know. Like, you learn something new every day with this game. That is quite the spectacle. I'm pretty sure every game right now, every game since EA has been focused on the Galactic Civil War, and will continue to do so at least for the next few years. So if the rumor's true and we get a small-scale shooter this year, then it'll be focused in the Galactic Civil War. So, you know, well, so Battlefront 2015 was, you know, GCW the whole time. Battlefront 2 had a campaign focused in the Galactic Civil War, like, as it was ending. You know, obviously, I didn't really want to be cheery on to be Han very well. You know, obviously we had Clone Wars content and sequel content, but the campaign itself was mostly in the Galactic Civil War. Squadrons was focused in the Galactic Civil War, like, obviously towards the end of it. Fallen Order was in that Galactic Civil War time period. I know it technically hadn't really started yet, I don't think, but because it was like 14 BBY, but you know, it's still like the Empire were the main, you know, faction. Like, it was during Imperial time. So that's pretty much all the games so far. I mean, Star Wars Commander was obviously original trilogy focused. Galaxy of Heroes, I mean, I don't really count that because it's not got any story-driven aspect to it, but it very much feels like an original trilogy setting. I don't know. To be honest, it kind of feels a bit more Clone Warsy, but I'm not going to count that because it doesn't really it doesn't have a story with it. So it's just hard to say. So I think that's everything at the moment, and then yeah, small scale shooter will be original trilogy if the rumors are correct. You know, Fallen Order 2 will very likely release next year, and that will likely be a continuation of Cal's story, so that will be during the Imperial occupation period as well. The Ubisoft open world game, if the rumor's true for that, then that will be set during the Galactic Civil War. Star Wars Hunters takes place after Return of the Jedi, so it's still in that kind of rebellion, imperial kind of time. Kind of, you know, a bit more like The Mandalorian, but that still feels like Galactic Civil War because, you know, the Empire is still a thing, right? So yeah, that's the thing. Like, so far, every game we've had since 2015, all the way up to everything we know about and rumors coming for the next few years, it's just all Galactic Civil War focus, which is like, it's a shame, to be honest. But yeah, OG Trilogy is an easy sell for every fan. Both ST and PT have their haters, but everyone agrees that the OT is the foundation. Yeah, I mean, it's a good point. Like, the original trilogy is an easy sell, and don't get me wrong, like, I love the Galactic Civil War time period. Like, I love seeing the Empire in different ways. And I'm all for more, like, Galactic Civil War OG Trilogy stories. And I absolutely want to see more, but I would love to see them, like, flesh out the sequel trilogy era, like, so much more. Because we have Star Wars Resistance, which I enjoyed, but it's very much focused on that, you know, smaller group. It, you know, ties in pretty nicely to The Force Awakens and well, yeah, it ties in quite nicely to The Force Awakens at the end of Season 1. But after that, like, it's not really focused on that. But it's nice to have some stories in that era, and then we have the films. Like, obviously there's comics and books. There's quite a lot in that time period as well, but there isn't. Oh, bother. There we go. We made it. It's just that there isn't that much in the sequel trilogy at the moment, and I just feel like there's so much more potential for it. I mean, the First Order design is, like, I love the First Order's, like, stormtroopers. like for Galaxy's Edge, they have this like mountain troop, like I think they're called the Mountain Trooper, and that's a really cool design. I think it's like a bit of a mix of a tank trooper and First Order Stormtrooper design, like with the helmet. And then in Star Wars Resistance, there's this really cool looking like First Order Trooper. I can't actually remember what they're called. I made a video like on them at some point. I think in my top, I think it was in the top 5 First Order skins in Battlefront 2 that I wanted to see video. Did that early last year, like very early last year. And like they look really cool. Like they were hunting down like Sith artifacts for Kylo Ren. But they look really cool and would be an amazing skin in a game. Like, goddamn. So I just hope that if we get Battlefront 3, yeah, I mean, I really hope that if we do get Battlefront 3, then we get a much wider focus on all of the eras, and we get nice customization for each, because some of the First Order designs are amazing, and if we saw the First Order in more games and more stories, then there's so much potential for the way they can look and stuff like that, because Stormtrooper variants is honestly one of my favorite things about the original trilogy. You know, Rogue One and Solo introduced so many new ones, and I always go like, oh my god, it's a new Stormtrooper. Like, I love it. So, yeah. It's like in The Mandalorian Season 2 with the Mortar Trooper in the episode when Boba and Fennec Shand actually like team up with Mando on Tython. I think that's the first time I've actually mentioned Mando Season 2 on stream, like spoilery. But in that episode, they have a new Stormtrooper called the Mortar Trooper, which is, you know, it's essentially just the Incinerator Trooper, but yellow. Like, I thought that was really cool, because, I mean, it looks awesome. But I just love Stormtrooper variants, so the potential for that in a First Order era game would be awesome. But there's that, and then, you know, Clone Wars stories just has so much potential. Like, yes, we have the Clone Wars TV show, but, you know, that's only focused on, really, you know, the Clone Wars is only focused on, you know, a relatively small group. I mean, it's a big group of people, but, you know, it's not everyone by far. I mean, I love, like, in Fallen Order, like, when we got to see play as young Cal, and there was a whole Order 66 scene, and seeing the Iron Battalion clones, like, that was amazing. I love that, and I want to see more of that. You know, whether it's like a Jedi Fallen Order prequel game where you play as Jarrett Tapal all the way up until his death, like, that would be I feel like that would be such an awesome game. And just actually, like, seeing, you know, seeing the Clone Wars in a different way, like with different characters, would be so cool. And it doesn't have to just be Jedi, like, it doesn't have to be Jedi fighting big battles. It could be, you know, from the perspective of a clone trooper, like a squad or something, like, you know, basically Bad Batch, like a Bad Batch game. Like, I really want to see that. Like, I'd love to see a campaign with Bad Batch where we get to see them, you know, do their missions, because we know about Bad Batch. You know, we know that they go on, like, a lot of missions, but we never see any of those. And in the Bad Batch, like, the Bad Batch show I thought was going to do that, but actually the Bad Batch show is taking place after we meet them in Clone Wars Season 7. So, it's... yeah, it's one of those things that... yeah, the Bad Batch have so many untold stories that would be amazing to see, and I think telling it in a TV show would probably be the best way to do it, but I'd love to see it in a game like that. There's so much potential for that. Like, Echo wouldn't have been with them at the time, so it would have been Wrecker, Hunter, Tech, and Crosshair, and all of them have different play styles. Like, Crosshair's a long-range sniper, so there's loads of different missions and things that he'd be able to do. Then Wrecker's a big tanky boy. Tech is, you know, a genius, and then Hunter is obviously a hunter. So it's just like, there's so much they could do with that, and loads of gameplay opportunities, like game mechanics and things. So Yeah, it's just one of those things, really. I think it would be amazing. I mean, just the potential for Star Wars games in general is huge, and like that's why I love making my like the games, you know, the video series where I'm essentially coming up with game ideas. Like you know, I've done my dream pod racing game, and I think I did another one, but I've got my dream Star Wars zombie game video coming out in a couple weeks. I'm currently slowly working on my dream battle royale video. And there's, I mean, there are a lot of different options that a battle royale could take, so yeah, that's going to take a bit of time, but I'll be releasing that at some point late May, probably, or early June, or even late June. It just depends on how much news we really get over the next few weeks, but yeah, like with the amount of potential there is for games, I just love having those ideas, and you know, maybe one of those ideas actually gets taken somewhere, or someone had a similar idea and actually managed to pitch it to Lucasfilm and be like, yeah, this is what we want to do. And it's like, oh, cool, that's kind of what I wanted to do. But, you know, it's fun. Wi-Fi is really bad. To be honest, I don't see why everyone loves Bad Batch. I don't know. I mean, like, Bad Batch are really cool, but I don't, like, have a massive, like, love for them. I think the main thing for me is just, I mean, they're just really cool. Like, their armor is sick, so I'm all for seeing more of them, you know. Anyone else have on the PS4 get really inconsistent FPS? I get roughly 10 FPS in Just Cause 3. That is a bit weird. How long have you had your PS4? Excuse me. It could just be that your PS4 is getting old and you need to upgrade, to be honest. Yeah, that was inevitable. Okay, alright, Sniper's almost done. About 5 years, okay. Yeah, I mean, it could just be that it's getting old and needs to upgrade. Like, is it happening in multiple games or just Cause 3? Cody212, good to see you, hope you're doing well. Because, I mean, my PS4 was absolutely fine up until I actually got my PS5. Yeah, like, I got my PS5, and then about a month or so after, I bought my PS4 back in here because I wanted to use it for something. I think to, like, play Jedi Fallen Order. And then, yeah, like, the disc drive just won't work. I haven't tried it for probably like 2-3 months. Like, it's just sat here at the moment, but my disc drive just wouldn't let this, like, it would take a disc in, but it would instantly push it back out, and it's just a bit like, what? So yeah, I got 20 FPS in Fortnite. Fortnite's the only game with an FPS counter there. Okay, well, if it's happening across multiple games, then to be honest, you should probably just look to get a next-gen console. I know it's really difficult to get PS5s at the moment, but I mean, you could just get another PS4, like get a PS4 Pro or something, but you know, why get a PS4 Pro when you can just wait a bit and try and get a PS5, you know? I mean, that's how I see it anyway. But it definitely sounds like you should probably consider upgrading if you can. I mean, you don't even have to get PlayStation. You could easily get like an Xbox Series S or a Series X, because Series S is a lot more affordable. It's not as powerful as the Series X and the PS5, but it's an option. What's my favorite heavy gun? The TL50 is GOAT. Oh no way! The lighting makes that clone look really odd. Like, the T21 Burst is really fun, but I still just love the TL50 is still the best in my opinion. Waiting for the digital edition to restock because it's £100 less. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've got the digital edition of the PS5 as well. yeah, just if you do get the digital edition, I mean, I'd highly recommend. I mean, for any edition of the PlayStation, for PS5, I'd highly recommend an external hard drive, a Seagate, if you don't have one already, because it will fill up pretty fast, and yeah. Get an external hard drive if you don't have one already. I think it's like 40-50 quid or something for 2 terabytes. You can now actually move PlayStation 5. Like Sony there was a system software update last week for the PS5, which actually allows you to move PlayStation 5 games onto your PS4 like external hard drive, which is really good. You can't actually play the games from that hard drive, but you can move it over there, which is really good because moving it from external hard drive to the main SSD is a lot quicker than just reinstalling the game, like deleting the game and reinstalling it. So yeah, that was really good. So I haven't tried it yet on mine, but I'm assuming my one works because it's a PlayStation. Like it's a Seagate hard drive, but like it's a PlayStation one, so it should work. Jenna Jack, good to see you. 15 more. I've been playing a bunch more Battlefront 2. Nice. What got you back into the game? Was it just a case of you've not played for a while and decided to come back, or you like the CL50 as well, Cody? Nice. It's definitely the best one in my opinion. I think a lot of people can agree with me as well. Keep it small. Favorite clone legion is the 41st Elite Corps. Can't see them at the moment, but there we go. I mean, it was the 501st, but to be honest, like, I like the Elite Corps the most. I mean, Commander Gree is my favorite clone commander. And my favorite clone in this game is the 41st Elite Corps officer. Like, I love the helmet. So, yeah. I love the helmet on it, so it's like absolutely dreadful of Battlefront. Cody's bad too. Well, whether you're bad or not, you're probably being a bit harsher on yourself. And I mean, it doesn't matter, Battlefront's a very casual game, which is really good. Like, it's fun, it's explosive. There's something for everyone really. It doesn't matter like about your ability. As long as you're enjoying it, that's what really matters. If it was a bit more of like a team-based, competitive game like Squadrons, then, being bad might not be fun for a while. But I don't know. It doesn't matter though. Like, as long as you're having fun, that's the main thing. Doesn't matter what other people say. And we all have good and bad days anyway. Like, we're not always absolutely insane all the time. I mean, some people might be, but there are days I have awful days on Battlefront. Some I have good days. But I enjoy it. I do enjoy playing. Lovely. Hey, Chazawiki, good to see you, man. Hope you're well. How was your weekend? Oh my lord. Do you play Claw? I'm guessing by Claw you mean the like the hand like style thing. No, I mean I play normal, like just the usual, shoot thing. I mean I hadn't even heard about Claw until someone at work told me about it, and I was like, what the hell is that? So he showed me and I was like, nah, I couldn't. Like, it just, from what I can remember, it seems really uncomfortable. Lovely. I was just a bit bored at the moment while waiting for Days Gone to finally install. I'm glad I got back into it before, so I felt I didn't extinguish the hype from new reinforcements and stuff. It still feels like the game just got updated when I play as the Archship or Commando droid. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, the time's gone by so fast that yeah, like the time has gone by so quickly. So I mean, ARC Troopers and Commando droids, they've been out for like 2 years now. It's absolutely mental that they've been out for 2 years, but you know, it's true. I mean, it's almost been a whole year since this game ended, you know? Literally next Wednesday would have been exactly a year after, which is a massive rip, but yeah, there we go. That is a thing. I'm pretty sure it was the 28th, if not it was the 27th, but it was one of those 2 days. It's either next Tuesday or next Wednesday that had the last update, but yeah, there we go. Finally found a company that will fix my PS4, so should be getting it back soon. Nice. That is good news. Found it really uncomfortable at first, but now I play double claw with no issues. Damn, I didn't even know double claw was a thing. Jesus Christ. Fair enough. I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you change your play style, like, it will be uncomfortable for a bit, but you know, you'll get used to it. It's the same with all things, really. Why don't you have more subs? It's so stupid. I don't know. If I had the answer to that question, then maybe I would have more. Who knows? But I'm happy with how things are at the moment. The difficulty at the moment, though, Cody, is that the last year's been a challenge. Like, especially the last few months in particular. You know, because last April, like, let's look at it from last April to now. Last April, Battlefront 2 ended, so streams basically died off at that point. Like, I was doing really well. I was getting, like, averaging like 30 viewers pretty much I was averaging 30 concurrent viewers pretty much all stream back when Battlefront 2 had ended. Like, the channel really would have picked up if it had carried on, I think. But yeah, Battlefront 2 ended, so that screwed up streams quite a lot. And then we didn't have any news for about a month or so, and then Squadrons got announced, so there was a bit more hype. Videos were doing really, really well. Streams were still pretty quiet, but videos were doing good with Squadrons content, so I was really happy with that. I had some decent growth around that. Squadrons released, and then shortly after that, then Squadrons released, and then it got a little bit quiet, but then there was the whole, like, Squadrons kept getting new content until December, so things were things pretty much were picking up nicely until, like, the end of last year, I think, in terms of videos, really. And then just this year, we've not really had anything. Like, the Star Wars gaming hype has died off for a lot of people, so yeah, not many people are watching Star Wars content at the moment. And it's, you know, everyone's noticed it. That's the thing. Like, it's not just me who's had a pretty slow period. I mean, some people have really benefited from like Sammy Boy, for example. Like, not Sammy Boy here, but the Australian YouTuber Sammy Boy. You know, when the game came to Epic Games for free, Sammy has really benefited from that. Like, he's seeing really good views now because of his hero concept, his hero guides and everything like that. Some people have had a really good few months. Other people, most people, it's just been pretty slow, really. Like, Battlefront 2 is still a good game, yeah, absolutely. Like, it's still a great game, but there's nothing going for it in terms of content. Like, people might enjoy playing the game, but they don't really want to watch any Battlefront content because there's nothing to watch. Like, I've got my hero concepts, but not many people are really looking for hero concepts. So yeah, it's just a difficult thing, really, at the moment. Like, over the last 28 days, as of today, I'd gained like 17 subs, so it's been a really quiet month. Or even just like the last 2-3 months has been super quiet. So like, it'll pick up again. It's a difficult time. I mean, we've had you know, it's not like we've had nothing this year, to be fair. Like, mid-January, we got the announcement of Ubisoft doing an open world game, and just Lucasfilm games being a thing. In February, we got Star Wars Hunters. and then we got the announcement of Republic Commando coming to the Switch and PS4. So there's been a few things, but nothing that, you know, it's just been like those announcements and nothing else beyond that. So a lot of people don't have a lot of interest in things right now, but you know, May 4th should hopefully give us a lot of news regarding Hunters, maybe a few things from Ubisoft, just other game announcements, maybe something from EA, but I very much doubt it. And then in June, like early to mid-June, like between the 10th of June to the 20th of June will be EA Play will be during that time, I think. And then we've got E3 as well, like June 12th to the 14th. As well as just other game shows, really. So there are going to be plenty of opportunities for Lucasfilm and EA to make announcements and news updates and things like that regarding their games and new things. So yeah, as of like basically 2 weeks time, everything should hopefully start picking back up again, but it really just depends on how the next few weeks it just depends on how things go in a couple weeks time, really, you know. Oh, no way. Oh, we've got me, fair enough. Thinking of learning Spider Claw, but I don't know about that. I mean, why not, you know? I've also tried to get better at sniping in the game. As a specialist, I've had a 38 player kill streak, all with headshots. I don't know what that's worth compared to anyone else, though. I mean, that's like 38 kill streak is insane, to be fair. My highest is a 44, I think. Like I consider myself to be a very capable sniper, especially in Battlefront. And yeah, like the other week, I had a game on Hoth where I went 44 and 1. That one death though was literally at the start when I realised I was playing as the wrong trooper. So I started as an assault and I was like, no, I want to be a specialist. So I respawned and then became a specialist. So yeah. Also thinking about picking up Fallen Order, back up to finish my new game plus slot with Inquisitor Cow. Yeah, I mean, why not? Like, there is stuff to be able to do, and yeah, new game plus with Inquisitor Cow is a pretty awesome thing to do. I started that a while ago, but I haven't touched it since. So last time I did that was last year. Like when that actually came out on May 4th, that was the last time I touched it. So, yeah, there we go. It's been a while. Right, one more. There we go. Lovely stuff. Alright. But yeah, I mean, in terms of my expectations, because I realise I haven't like said what my expectations are. Like, I mean, I'm gonna do this in a lot more detail through a podcast with for channel members this month. Yeah, I'll do that for the monthly podcast for channel members. But in terms of games, I think we'll get a Star Wars Hunters trailer on May 4th. Speaking of Star Wars Hunters, this is a new merch design that's gonna drop at some point. I'm kind of hoping to release it around the launch of the game, but it just kind of depends on when it is. So yeah, Star Wars Hunters inspired, pretty cool. I like it anyway. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, yes. Oh, that was a headshot. There we go. We got 4 there. I'll take that. Yeah, I think we'll get a Star Wars Hunters trailer on May 4th. and I think we'll get an announcement of some kind for a new game. I'm not expecting like loads of announcements for games, but maybe just at least one or two. Like Aspire Media have been rumored to be working on like a new KOTOR game that will reintroduce it to the canon, so I'm hoping to see that announced. Like I think, well, it's been rumored that they're working on KOTOR 1 and 2 like remakes for or like not remakes but KOTOR 1 and 2 ports for the Switch and PS4, like they have done with a bunch of other classic games, more recently Public Commando. They're rumored to be doing that for KOTOR 1 and 2 for them to be released in like Q3 of this year. So probably around August, September release, I'd say. So that's that. So they're rumored to be doing that plus a new game that will take elements from KOTOR 1 and 2 to bring it into the canon. So yeah, I mean, rumours are rumours, you know, they could obviously not be true, but if they are, then, I mean, if they are, that's pretty big. And I think if they are, then I think we'll probably see that in, I think we'll see that on Day 4 for sure. Oh, no way. Maybe we'll hear something from Ubisoft as well, like nothing major, but there's that maybe. I think EA pretty much most, if not all things from EA will... I mean, it would be nice to hear something from them. Yeah, I think it would be nice to have something from EA on May 4th, and I think we probably will, but I just don't know what that would be. I don't think it'll be any major announcements, to be honest. We shall see, though. We shall see. Oh, no way. Spongy crayon. I'm going to go and finish up these 16 maths lessons. You what? Been acing them all so far. Wish me luck. Have a good stream. Thank you very much, Jenna. Good luck with all of the maths lessons. Got that. Yeah, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Yeah, no, I think, well, because this is the thing, looking back in January, the Vice President of Lucasfilm Games said that this is going to be, well, he said that this is only the beginning of a very big year for Lucasfilm Games. So, I think beyond EA, we'll probably see like 3 more announcements this year, maybe. I mean, we could easily see more. This is the thing. I have no idea how many games they've got in the works right now. Like, there could easily be like 10 games or something. I don't know, but I think we're definitely going to be in a position where we're seeing at least 2 to 3 every year as of, I mean, maybe as of this year. Like, this year, I mean, obviously Lego Star Wars was supposed to be last year, but that will very likely still come out this year, I think. Yeah, I feel like that will probably come out in like maybe August or like October time. But Lego Star Wars will hopefully come out this year. Star Wars Hunters hopefully will still come out this year as well. And then hopefully EA is working on a small scale shooter, because if that does actually happen as well, then that's 3 games, you know? That's 3 games in 1 year, and then next year we'll likely get Jedi Fallen Order 2, hopefully. And then, I mean, it could be longer than that because of COVID, but hopefully that will still be coming out next year, like the assumptions that everyone's been making. And maybe we'll see something else, you know? I mean, it's entirely possible. I don't know if, I doubt we will, but you know, if we don't see any new games next year beyond like Fallen Order, I don't think I'd mind too much, because Star Wars Hunters, hopefully I enjoy that a lot, because if I do, I'll be making loads of content on that. I'll be streaming that a lot, and hopefully Hunters gets content for many years to come. Because if it does, then that will take up a lot of my time next year. And then if EA releases a game next year as well, no, if EA releases a game this year, like small scale shoots like the rumours suggest, then hopefully that'll get content for at least a year. Because if that can at least get some content this year, then that would be, or some content within a year, sorry, then that would be amazing, honestly. So, we'll see. Either way, though, you know, 15 years ago when we were in that like prime period of Star Wars games where there were like 3-4 games coming out per year, and it was just insane. I genuinely think we're going to get back to a time where we're seeing this, because it seems like games are going to be a much bigger focus for Lucasfilm going forward with Star Wars. So I'm really hoping to see games of all kinds, really. I want to see more games like Squadrons. You know, we had like the classics, you know, with Jedi Starfighter and all that stuff, which were more, you know, they weren't so, you know, in-depth and focused like Squadrons, but they were really solid stories and they were a lot of fun. I'd love to see games like that, but also a game like Squadrons, but for all eras. Like, I'd love it if Motive could actually work on, essentially Squadrons 2 and bring the, you know, keep the original trilogy into it, you know, with all the same cosmetics and more, but then have the prequel trilogies and the sequel trilogy as well. Like, that would be amazing. That would genuinely be amazing, I think. And then, yeah, hopefully Battlefront 3 will be a thing where pretty much anything that comes out in terms of like film and TV can get added to the game, or there's updates focused around them. That would be awesome. You know, hopefully we could see a single player game focused on Bad Batch. Like, there's loads of potential for that. You know, I want to see multiplayer games and single player games of all kinds. I think as long as if there's like 2 or 3 multiplayer games that I'm playing on a consistent basis as of like, I mean, even if it was as of this year or next year, then I'll be really, really happy with that, I think. I would be really happy with that. Because, yeah, I mean, like, I've got other games that I'm playing, like, you know, Rocket League with my friends and sometimes COD and things like that, but just having multiplayer Star Wars games, you know, multiple ones that I can create hopefully loads of really interesting content about on the channel, and just really focus on stuff like that would be so cool. Like, hello. I'm really hoping that by the end of this year I can have a PC, and if I do, then I'll definitely look into like making mod videos for Battlefront 2. Because I've done a couple for, like, I've done quite a lot a while ago for Battlefront 2, like 2005, and I've got plans to do more of those in the future, but I'd love to be able to focus on this game more than that one at the moment, but we'll see. Just need to get a PC first, and that's, you know, probably a long way off, because I also need to get a car as well at some point. So it's just, it's tricky, but I'll get there. Oh god. I don't even want to think about the whys if you get a PC. Honestly, like, yeah, my whys are a mess. Like, it's just, it's really difficult for me at the moment because I don't have, like, a lot of room. You know, I've got my own room, but I wouldn't want to stream in there. Because I share that with my stepbrother, and it wouldn't be an ideal space to stream really, so yeah, I don't have anything in there really, and when I do, I mean, you know, I'm in here, I'm in my brother's room, and it's just, it's a desk that would be plenty of space for one person, and it would be beautiful, but instead it's the two of us. Like, he's got his stuff on one side, I've got my stuff on this side, and it's just, yeah, it gets really messy. So Yeah. I don't even really have a lot of space for PC. I mean, I could put it like under my leg or something, but you know, ideally I wouldn't really want to have a PC on the floor. I mean, I mean, everyone's like, oh, don't put a PC on the floor, dust and all that, but yeah, they'll get dusty anyway. Probably at a slower rate, but I don't know. I mean, I'd look to clean it regularly, but yeah, it's just one of those things. I could clear some space like where my legs are, but yeah, cable management would be awful, I can assure you. And it definitely doesn't help that I take my laptop and a few other things to uni and back, so even if I had amazing cable management, I'd have to take a lot of things apart at some point anyway, so it's just... Oh, wow, okay. That felt brutal. So, yeah. When I actually get my own, like, place and space to have a bigger desk and everything, then that point would be probably where the wires would be okay, but... Oh, dear lord. But that's the annoying thing, like, when I do set up, like, if me and my brother actually, like, clear the room, I'll set up the wires in a way that they're actually okay, but then it doesn't last long.
East door controls resecured.
Huh. According to the Best Pin Bulletin, Wookiee or Wookiees may appear in Mandalorian Season 3. Interesting. Let's have a read.
They're overriding the west station.
Oh, he dropped it on the podcast. As of late, I've been seeing more and more evidence production is due to begin very, very soon on the 30th of Mandalorian. Previously, there were rumours of filming beginning this month, specifically those rumours targeted for the 5th of April. But at that time, the Book of Boba Fett was still filming, thus it didn't come to fruition. According to my sources, multiple departments and different companies working in production have been really ramped up to meet deadlines, many of which this month. Sets have been since taken down.
West door controls being overridden.
I heard rumours that a Wookiee or Wookiees may appear in Mandalorian. I've heard of the Wookiee showing up again as a leak from a secondary source, and even saw proof that a Wookiee might appear in a news source. I don't know if the Wookiee is anything significant, if it's a new character we're familiar with, or if it's just a background character. Just thought it was something worth mentioning as we all have a fastball. That's cool. Alright. Hopping off, see you, buddy. No worries, Sage. Appreciate you stopping in, man. Much appreciated. Good luck with the rest of your day, and we'll speak soon. Alright. Come on in. Oh, yeah. I almost there we go. Love that. He's down there. Nice. Lovely. Absolutely demolished him. I'll probably make this my last game as well, to be fair, actually. Oh, no way. No. I almost had him. It was close. Max in play. It's all Max in play. Come on in. Right, send that in there. Seems to be quite a few of them on the stairs. Oh, nice. Pink unicorn, I'm sorry. Oh, he's low. Grievous is probably going to come up and get me though. Okay. Not good. Yeah, Grievous. Oh, I was correct. Grievous got me. What fun.
Those droids are following someone. Can't ID.
Oh, come on. That impact grenade did nothing. Well, I suppose it was at the door. I'm alive. Whoa. You look just like me. What? That's crazy. We must be bros. Or something. Oh, wait. Okay. There we go. I'll take it. We did it. We bloody did it. Ah. Also, Guy, I just read out. I don't know if you heard, because I mean maybe you didn't, but apparently there's a Wookiee or Wookiee's going to be in Mando season 3, according to Bespin Bulletin. Should be interesting. I guess you'll probably be home in like an hour or two, so that's cool. So I've got 81 kills. Oof. Alright. I am going to call it there today. It's been good. Holy hell, that was quick. Okay. Didn't know that. That's sick. Yes. It's very cool. Anyway, Guy, I'll see you later. Everyone else, thank you very much for chilling out in the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll either be live again Wednesday or Thursday. I'm gonna try and go Wednesday. Twist, you'd see. You want to see a trailer for Star Wars Visions, maybe Book of Boba Fett. I'm not expecting any. I think maybe cast for Book of Boba Fett. I wouldn't necessarily expect a trailer yet. A trailer for Star Wars Visions, though, yeah, I'm definitely expecting that. That's one of the things for TV that I think will be one of the bigger things to come besides the Bad Batch. We shall see, though. It's going to be interesting. We're pretty much only 2 weeks away now. For those of you who weren't here earlier, in 2 weeks' time, so the day before May 4th, so May 3rd, obviously, I'm going to do a bit more of a discussion stream, maybe like predictions, and hopefully have a couple other people on, and we can talk about what we want to see from May 4th and beyond. Because, I mean, I think it's going to be... The main meat of everything will be May 4th, but then game-wise we'll see stuff in June, so should be interesting. So... yeah, that is going to be it from me, though, guys. Have a great rest of your day. I'll either stream again on Wednesday or Thursday, 7 PM BST, same time as always. So yeah, have a great rest of your day, and may the Force be with you always.